We've been here before. We walked past this place pretty quickly earlier.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
I think we're quite close to that. I really want to go back and, hold on. I wanted to finish off what we had right now with the murder stuff. Report to Valeria. Valeria's where again? Shares's caress. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go back to the temple. Right? Oh, that's right. Okay, so I think we just move on in that case. Whoa! The heck?
Might be useful.
Who died here? Aside from the chicken. Reflections of a gullible prick. The stained tome records a long and arduous journey. I hoofed it to Baldur's Gate based on a god's damned promise. They'll welcome you with open arms, my cousin said. Everyone has a home in the gate. 17 days I marched. 17 days of their whining toddlers and their piss reek. 17 days of howling wolves huddling around sickly fires, and still, that stench. Of course they didn't let us through the city when we showed up. Shoved us into a camp, teeming with snivelers and sneerers. Had it with them, their sob stories, the entire gall of their presence. If I've gotta be stuck outside the city, I'll make home in a chicken coop. Smells better than those shit-stained whelps called my cousins at least. The rest of the text continues in a similarly aggrieved fashion. And then they killed the chicken? This guy got really angry. It's frustrating. Oh, where did he go though? Who knows where he went? The vampire hunter camp was around here? Oh, here's a fist.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
Okay.
What's up for discussion?
The guard is busy with their...
Okay. Feel free. I do have a Starian right now.
As long as we stand together,
With haste.
we can never be truly brave.
And listen a little bit before we go in. Oh, there's stuff here. Abandoned locket. For household prayers. Lathander. This locket opens on the picture of a little girl bloated by tears. What happened to the little girl? Alcohol. Children's drawing. Ah! Of a happy sunlit scene. That's it though. I'll put it back here. Oh, come on. What do you mean not enough space? I don't want to drop it on the ground like that, but I don't need it. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Oh no, this is that guy!
No tears will not bring our children back. There is nothing to forgive.
The vampire hunters. Gandrel?
We shed tears.
It was Gandrel, right? It's him.
They shed blood tomorrow.
He's right here. We have a lot of people. Oh, I'm scared of bringing Astarion here, to be honest.
Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
What will we do?
Who will stand between them?
But Khazar is the one who hired him.
Our strength was never numbers,
We do
but the
nothing.
bonds we
Innocent
share,
will suffer just
and
the
they are
same.
stronger than ever.
We have no good
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly broken.
They have a lot of people here. Okay, well, here goes nothing, right? Let's go in. I'm not really fit for fighting. I would really like to avoid fighting.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You join us as we honor our fallen dead. You're a bright light on a dark day. Even you, my erstwhile quarry.
Oh,
Hello again.
Frey.
He knows?
Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdisk Ablast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im oraknete. Krasinetra.
How did they find out?
So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go to sleep immediately after this. I can't stand looking at that clown makeup anymore. What do you want with Astarion?
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
They're not hostile towards us immediately. They want his help. I wouldn't say Astarion's completely free, but yes, Astarion's free now.
Free? Not while his master still lives.
Yeah.
But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children. But I promise you, they're already dead.
I feel like Astarion actually sounds upset saying that. The words were very scathing, but it comes from a place where he has already been through that sort of environment and he understands exactly what happens with Khazad-dûr and how he operates. I would still like to try. Like, I want to give them a resolution, whether it's a good outcome or not. How can you be sure, Astarion?
I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
Oh, these dialogue options are interesting. I kind of want... Our goals align. We gotta go to Khazad-dûr eventually anyway. We can try to look. I don't think... You know what? I don't think Astarion owes anybody anything anymore. So I'll just say, if Astarion won't help you, then I will.
God damn it. Fine. If nothing else, at least killing Khazad-dûr will feel good.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
I was gonna
But it will
say...
be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
Solemn farewell. How did they know that Astarion is, Spawn? They figured it out at some point. Witness the Gur funeral. Yeah, Astarion.
Spread like locusts.
Need something?
Have these people considered that whatever happened to the children could be worse than death? What if they got turned into vampire spawn?
Forgive me.
We are begging help from you, an outsider. I would follow Ulmer to the Hells and back, but this does not feel right.
They need all the help they can get, I guess.
To lose our children is a tragedy. To fail so utterly in saving them is something else entirely. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but I have my doubts.
It's vampires, it's not a curse.
So few of us.
I pray you will succeed where we failed. Exterminate every last vampire parasite.
We can never be truly broken.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
They didn't just take some random people too, they took children. Which arguably, I mean, that's... yeah.
No screaming children. No laughter. No scolding words. There is only silence and pain.
They took the progeny that connects us to tomorrow.
Judgment, and it's almost doomed us. We need strategy and coolness.
This is their leader, Gur leader.
Do not stand here and wait. Cazador must be destroyed.
He's famous. Do we know exactly where he is if we go to his palace?
It is good to have you with us. There is something rotten at the heart of this city, and it needs purging.
We can do nothing for you here. All that is left is to face the beast, Cazador.
Yeah, I mean, we were gonna go there anyway. That's fine. Let's long rest. It's been a while.
We cannot build.
You doing all right here? Yo, why do these vines keep coming out of nowhere? I don't know why that happens.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Okay. Hey, we have an easel here. Who's painting? Who's painting? Anybody want to talk? Let me just confirm quickly. Oh, Wyll.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin?
The story you talked about before where you saved the city, that was Baldur's Gate, right? So you saved the city, and then to see it today not really helping people in the same kind of spirit, the same kind of mindset you had back then is, I imagine, painful. This is a new policy then. Must be Gortash's doing.
As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Gortash is already gonna be the Duke. He is already the person with the most power here, but no, they want... I guess their final goal is to get everyone tadpoled up. It seems Grand Duke Stelmane's been murdered. Did you know her at all? Oh, this is the Grand Duke. Are there multiple Grand Dukes?
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Wyll's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
I sense there's something more to this story. Oh, Stelmane was I think she was on the list of the ball list victims, and then when we were going to the checkpoint, some of the refugees there were saying, hey, did you hear Stelmane died? Oh, come on. Give it to me. Oh, don't be like this. Thank you.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say.
Well, that wasn't the most useful of information, but I'm sure it'll come up again. If Stelmane was suffering, maybe death was a blessing.
Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or success because she was disabled. Her death is no blessing. It is a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Oh, well, if she was suffering, then dying might have been a mercy, but it wasn't a natural death. We know she was murdered because she was on that ball list. Dolor killed her? Anybody else? Have you been doing Shadowheart?
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Don't be so clingy. I'll take you out again in a sec, maybe like next morning or so. Oh no, here. Gotta get rid of that clown makeup. Oh. Oh, what the?
Queen Vlakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies!
It wasn't Voss that was the problem.
I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the pretender.
No.
Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen.
Lae'zel.
A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlakith.
Good. Good. I was gonna say, you better not be considering it. Whether or not Orpheus is good is a separate issue from whether or not Vlakith should get her way. And we already know we don't want her to get her way, right? So it doesn't matter. We'll deal with the Orpheus part separately. You don't know enough about him, aside from him having Mind Flayer, anti-Mind Flayer powers. Stand your ground. Don't fall for Vlaakith's lies.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing!
And you're a damn hologram.
Dothraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Someone pull the plug. Don't want to hear the hologram talk anymore. Well, I don't think we were gonna get good sleep after that night. Githyanki warrior. Find Voss at Sharessa's caress. Vlaakith appeared to us in camp and made Lae'zel an offer. Kill Orpheus and she will ascend Lae'zel to the astral plane and honor her as her chosen. This is such... too little too late. We already know you tried to kill us before. Why would we ever fall for this? But Lae'zel's fully on the Orpheus train, which I feel like would mean that later on, if we decided to do something with Orpheus, such as killing him, Lae'zel would be very upset. So now I'm worried about that part. Because I don't know enough about Orpheus yet. Back to the whole Githyanki business, I was thinking about it for a bit, but you know how Vlaakith, the one that we're seeing right now, is the 157th one or whatever? But then I think before we learned that Voss was there when Orpheus was imprisoned, right? So how old is Voss? There were 157 Blackheads, but one Voss? Or do I have the timelines mixed up in my head? Khazar's Palace, Gortash, Tsar Palace. Ooh, what a night. You alright, Shadowheart?
I can still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I feel unclean.
I'm sorry.
You've nothing to be sorry for. Far from it, in fact. Without your help, things could have ended very differently for me. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Something that might help me put her in the past. But I'll need your help.
I like how Shadowheart always picks the most opportune times to get us to deal with her stuff. The other day, everyone was dying in the astral plane. She's like, I'm gonna cut my hair and dye it. Now today, right after Lae'zel going through a shaky emotional moment, she's like, what about me? What about me? Of course. What do I need to do?
Just wait until the others are asleep, then come with me.
Oh.
There's a place we can go. Down the coast a little.
Down the coast? Are we going fishing?
Not quite. You'll see when we get there.
If that's what you want, I'll be ready.
Good. Until then, get some rest while you can.
Am I gonna have... Is this gonna be a thing I want to remove my clown makeup for?
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished.
Where is Vlaakith normally? In her little holographic plane?
If our traveling companions continue to make poor choices, we will soon have every god in this plane and the next hunting us. Lae'zel risks everything with her childish rebellion.
You used to worship Loth. I don't want to hear that from you. What are you talking about, man? And you you got okay. You're gonna talk about how it's not your fault that you got brainwashed, but you're the one who got brainwashed. We didn't get brainwashed. Karlach. Oh, everyone wants to talk to
Come
us.
to bask in the glow of the Moon Maidens.
You guys just chilling out here.
Keeping very well, I hope.
Isabel, please go get some sleep and get full health. I worry for you.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
Yeah, we would know all about that, wouldn't we?
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone.
When we first met her, she was so adamant about her Githyanki creed and all that too, so to turn back on her now, it's a big thing that she's doing.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort.
Isn't that usually the first things you pick up in a new language? Lae'zel, how are you feeling?
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Because the thing you worked for your entire life turned out to be a lie. Consider Lae'zel's past and present. What is the true source of her resentment?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
Take time. Take time. It's exactly what happened with Shadowheart. You guys should really talk. You're grieving the future you'll never have. Vlaakith took everything from you.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Zala Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward.
I'm a little bit scared about how fast she's changing, because what if Orpheus turns out to be awful too? Like, there could be multiple awful people here, we don't know. You've been quick to pledge yourself to Orpheus's cause. What about your own needs and wants?
Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again.
That does sound like we've been very limited in how we deal with Orpheus potentially in the future. Vlaakith promised to make you but to Vlaakith. Sounds impressive.
Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart of Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago.
What next?
We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus tough Kinazin.
What about our mind flayer problem? Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like for all of our companions, we have so many things to think about. What we should do versus what might piss them off.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own.
No.
But should Great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not. She was very loud.
We can't just leave Orpheus alone. It's already intertwined in our story because he holds the key to making sure we're not brainwashed. Regardless of the Githyanki politics.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon.
What?
Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods.
Will you feel better if we dunk you in the river? I don't know. You don't think we'll find you a cure?
With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
Damn. It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
Yeah, we have a lot of strong independent women who don't need no gods and cults in our crew. Shadowheart, what did you think about Lae'zel?
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
Very similar to someone else's situation, huh? Alright. Let's try to think here. Well, what is the deal with all these dead badgers here? I don't know. There's just dead badgers in our camp for whatever reason. Bizarre? How you feeling, Withers?
Fate spins along as it should.
Yeah,
Dost thou require a new ally?
Oh.
Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Where's Arabella gone?
The girl has left to hew her own path. She left you a letter. Thou couldst read it, or thou couldst not. Such is the way of autonomy. Hast thou other business?
Yeah, I was thinking we might want to respect Shadowheart. Oh, another letter? I thought we already got a letter. We did read it already, right? It was on the table. Yeah. I'm hoping we'll see her again. Sometime. Okay. Go to sleep? Supposedly go to sleep. Oh no.
This will do. Get in the water.
Getting a pretty strong sense I probably don't want to continue this scene looking like this. Oh, thank God! The sponge works. Let's try that again.
This will do. Get in the water.
What?
Go on. You're not afraid of getting a little wet, are you?
Maybe. Okay. With my clothes on? No, without. Oh. Shadowheart, we're not married! We haven't even held hands yet!
My feet aren't touching the bottom anymore. It's terrifying. Do people really enjoy this?
Splash her playfully.
You pest! Come here.
Oh.
Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet.
Oh.
Now don't you dare stop.
I thought we were here to do something a lot more serious, because she was like, come to this place with me. Aww. Well, I'm glad we bonded. Shadowheart. I waited so long to kiss Shadowheart, she went and did it herself. You can't be so forward, Shadowheart. We have to get to know each other properly first, okay? Aww.
Something the matter? I should hope not, after the time we spent together. My spirits are thoroughly lifted.
I, did want to talk to you about that, as it so happens.
Oh? Not feeling any regrets, I hope?
Oh, no, it was, not in the slightest. It was wonderful.
I'm glad. I feel the same way. Though, I'm still finding sand in my hair. I wonder what the others will think of that.
They already know everything, probably. Mr. Larian, weren't you gossiping about us before? You want to know the deets now? They will naturally assume we snuck away to make sandcastles in the middle of the night.
But of course they will. I hope we'll have more opportunities to slip away. And make sandcastles.
And chill. Okay, that sort of came out of nowhere. Yeah. But it's not like every time it happens it has to be some significant moment. So, it was nice. And we... Ever since the very beginning, I think it's been a long time coming anyway. I wanted to talk about our relationship.
Of course.
May I have a kiss?
I suppose you've earned it.
Just one kiss after all that. Aww. Oh. Is everyone looking? Oh. Oh. That was really cute. May I have another one?
Just the one?
Well, that's why I'm asking a second time. Oh, it's slightly different. Oh my god! Whoa! Shadowheart, we're in public! We're in public! Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh! I think I need to fan myself a little bit after that. Let's get out of here for now. Thank you. Thank you. Whew! Okay. Actually, why don't you join me?
I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me.
I feel all flustered now. I don't know how to think anymore. What were we doing before this? I don't remember. Halsing can step aside.
Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out.
Yeah, that was a lot of people here, and we just did. Oh my god, Aelin and Isabel were right next to us too. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit of time to process all that. By the way, your portrait. Is the portrait ever gonna change? You still have black hair here. You know what? While we're here anyway, Do you want to respect Shadowheart? Usually, okay, I don't like... I prefer to just keep people as they were initially, but because we had that whole thing about how Shadowheart is no longer gonna be with Shar, and she's part of the trickery domain, should we respect her so that she's not part of the trickery domain anymore? Just to make it make a little bit more sense. You wield the unorthodox divine tools of deceit and illusion in worship of your chosen deity. It doesn't say Shar, it says chosen deity. But there's probably more fitting ones here.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
Excuse me?
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
Wait, no, I wanted to respect.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
Can you help me change my class?
As thou desire.
Alright. Oh, she's still gonna be a cleric, I think, like just a different kind of cleric. Yeah? Will that change my spell set significantly? I hope not, because I can't handle learning another set of thing entirely. Cantrip, Sacred Flame, Guidance, Resistance. Does she need both? Is just Resistance okay? Not that I really have too much more that's amazing here, but... Subclass! Let's see. Selûne. Just looking at the names here, I feel like Light Domain would make sense. Gods of primordial flame, bathe you in resplendent light, providing magics to dispel darkness and immolate enemies. So the difference is that Shadowheart used to have a lot of deceit, disguising, sneaking spells, but the Light Domain will give her light, burning hands, fairy fire. Shield yourself with divine light. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm not gonna really... let me just have a quick look at these ones. Meow. Yeah, I think the light just makes sense. And then this is fine. This is fine. Oh, did you see Shadowheart's portrait changed? She's not got bangs anymore, but it's still black though. Her hair's still black. Alright, alright. Turn undead. Radiance of the Dawn. The sun's divine power dispels any magical darkness. Doesn't affect creatures that have total cover from you. Radiance of the Dawn. You do look a little bit more energetic without the bangs over your face. Light domain spells. Flaming Sphere. Scorching Ray. Nice, nice. We gotta do something about that armor. New feat available. Cantrip. Oh, we probably had all the cantrips before already. Feat. What was... Oh, I have no idea what I did for her. Warcaster before, right? Using Shocking Grasp as a reaction. What is that? Destroy undead. When you successfully turn an undead creature, also take 4 to 25 radiant damage. Because I use that spell so often, right? Wait. Oh, I got this spell from something else already, from the Light Domain. Fireball. Okay, cool. Fireball for free. Not for free, but we just learned it. Channel Divinity. Improved Warding Flare. When an enemy attacks an ally, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing them to miss their attack. Banishment. Banish your target to another plane. Death Ward. Protect the creature from death. Freedom of movement. Snap an ally out of any stun difficult terrain. Can be paralyzed. Guardian of Faith, which we already got as part of the Light Domain. Can we choose something else then? No, this is just for preparing though, it's not for picking what to learn. There's just some natural overlap, that's all. Subclass. Potent Spellcasting. Your god grants you even more intense power. You can add your Wisdom modifier to the damage you deal with cleric cantrips. Oh! So should we bump up her wisdom then? Yeah, I wish it was a little bit more even here, but... maybe I'll do it like this for now. Will we get another feat? Whole bunch of spells. Dispel good and evil. Aberration, Celestials, disadvantage on you, Flame Strike, Greater Restoration. Nice. Healing. Destructive Wave. She's got a lot of stuff going on. No more feats just yet. Maybe until the next time. Okay. Divine Intervention. Oh, we still get this. I haven't used it yet. Your god will help you once. Whenever that once is. Cantrip, Flame, or Thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy, I guess. Oh, and then I probably should have looked at my spells in the very end there. What do I have right now? Cure Wounds, Mass Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt. Same as before, roughly. We don't need Create or Destroy Water. Okay, pretty similar to what I had before, I think. Beacon of Hope. Your allies will regain the maximum hit points possible when healed. This takes a whole other turn though, and this is a concentration spell. I'm not sure how often I'll really use it. But I have it. We'll see. Thank you.
Still breathing, despite everything.
We have a party of like entirely white or gray hair people, except yeah, Shadowheart. That's so strange. She doesn't have bangs anymore, but the portrait is still... it's still black. Yeah, what were you doing before? I'm so... let's take Gale out a little bit too. It's been a while.
How can I help? Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
Minthara can step aside.
Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
I'll just switch up more often, like every little bit or so, but I want Karlach back as well. We haven't had her for that long. So many people everywhere.
What's on your mind? No room in your party. What should I do?
Take Astarian's place for now.
Now we're talking.
Astarian needs a little bit of time to think after coming across that vampire spawn camp. Are we ready to depart? Let me do some inventory management. I let Karlach hold the clown stuff right now because that stuff is heavy. Look at this torso, 15 units. That's a lot. But otherwise, I think we're okay for now.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
You want to find them directly, as opposed to waiting for them to come to you? Find a Sharran lookout. We have arrived in Wyrm's Crossing. Shadowheart believes that Sharran lookouts will be present in the vicinity, awaiting her return. She must find one such lookout in order to learn where the Sharran cloister is hidden. She expects to find it hiding amongst the desperate new arrivals flooding into Wyrm's Crossing. Oh, so maybe that means it's back in the refugee area, not closer to the crossing, but where, you know, the rigged teddy bear stuff was. We could quickly go back and have a look over there.
I used to be scared of the windmill when I was a nipper. Thought it was like a big giant flailing its arms at me.
Well, it's safe now. You can go there now. Good thing you didn't go before.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
We gotta get back to the temple to read the other books there. I hadn't finished reading that yet.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. You said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Never thought I'd feel sorry for such a scaredy cat.
There's another dragonborn. Did I miss this area? Where is this? Behind Sword Coast Carriers.
Mark my words.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city.
Right, so this is the blood that led us to the Mind Flayer earlier.
That was before
Here.
I saw the giant metal... I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist. Right?
Yeah, it would be.
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
Oh. Maybe this is how we know this place is getting really multicultural here. We're seeing more and more dragonborn. Why are there a million cabbages on the ground? Who's been just leaving cabbages on the ground? I'll have all of that.
Might be useful.
It's free camp supplies. Frankly, the refugees shouldn't be letting this go. This is free food. Where else are you gonna come across that? Okay, where... Oh? There's something in the bushes just now? I'm taking all of that. I'm trying to figure out where we even are to begin with. Did we walk through every nook and cranny? I'm hesitant to say so, just because... Oh, this blood trail actually starts from a little bit further back. No, this was the Sons' home. Yeah. Okay, that blood is probably from me trying to kill the mercenaries. So this is... We've been here, I think. I didn't talk to you. I didn't talk to you. Of animal.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
Thank you, that's very kind of you. You just reminded me too, earlier I was looking in my inventory and I remembered we have the ox and an apple right now. Which is a very strange sentence to say, but hey, we got it. No, I think we're just walking backwards now. We don't need to go this far.
I'm not paid to debate with Sir.
I must tell you, Shadowheart, the bathing waters here leave much to be desired. The ablutions offered at the Temple of Beauty and Waterdeep are far superior. And they have the most excellent soaps.
I was wondering why you always smelled like a wealthy dowager.
Gale probably really cares about his appearances. He's kind of got a like jealous hair and all that. Did you just ask for Shadowheart?
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show
Oh
your
my
face in
God.
the city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
Your affiliations are with Shar then? It's not the Zentarim. You're Sharn, aren't you? From Shadowheart's cloister.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
Was it obvious? What gave it away? The hair? That's why this guy mentioned he had a lot of stuff to sell that was given to him willingly. What? Because people were giving up stuff to Shar? Let Shadowheart handle it.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance.
Oh no.
If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city.
Tell me one thing. Is there someone called Renald there? A tiefling with short horns and purple hair.
Her friend?
Renald. Now there is a name I haven't heard in a while. He is no more. I'll leave the rest for you to find out. Heretic.
Well, oh, he's leaving! You're leaving entirely?
Orb treating you, Gale.
Oh, quite well, as a matter of fact. Since it was stabilized, it's been humming along nicely. I have noticed one adverse side effect. I seem to be losing hair in some unexpected places.
That's an order. I can only imagine.
Depending on who you ask, that might not be a bad thing. He just straight up left. What if I wanted to buy more stuff from him? Now I can't. Wow, that was a hole in one. There was a guy right here. That went a lot more cordially than I expected. Maybe because we were in a bit of a crowded location. He left his backpack. He left everything. Yeah, he wasn't killing us outright. And now we got a location. We might have been able to find it without having done that though. In which case we might be giving ourselves the element of surprise because they wouldn't know we were coming, but now they do. Well, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that situation, I don't know what I would have asked Shadowheart to do either. That's why I just let her handle it. Because hiding it would make it easier for us to get inside, but I don't know, there's ups and downs for both.